વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો, લક્ષ સ્કૂલ ઓફ સાયન્સ બામણમાં ઓનમાં ફરી એકવાર આપણું સ્વાગત છે. આજે આપણે થોડીક સ્કૂલની યાદ કરીશું. ઘણા દિવસ થઈ ગયા સ્કૂલ જોઈને. આપણો ઓનલાઈન અભ્યાસ ચાલી રહ્યો છે. થોડીક સ્કૂલની માટીની સુગંધને અહીં આપણે જોઈશું તો મજા આવી જાય. તો ચાલો સ્કૂલની ઝલક જોઈએ. આપણું સ્કૂલનું આ સિમ્બોલ, આપણી આ સ્કૂલનું બાહ્ય દેખાવ કેટલો સુંદર છે. જો ભારત માતા સાથે આ આપણું એન્ટરન્સ. અહીંથી તમે અંદર સ્કૂલમાં વારંવાર જાઓ છો અને યાદ આવતી હશે બધી. કેટલું સુંદર અહીં લાગી રહ્યું છે. આ આપણે હોલમાં બેસીને પ્રાર્થના કરીએ છીએ, ભેગા થયા છે, મિટિંગો યાદ આવે છે કશું? હાલના શબ્દો નિલેશભાઈને આપણા વાતો બધી તો બધું મિસ કરી રહ્યા છે. તો થોડુંક આજે આપણે એને દિલથી યાદ કરી લઈએ એવી ઈચ્છા થઈ. જાત જાતની એક્ટિવિટીઓ આપણે કરીએ છીએ. આ બધું ખૂબ જ યાદ આવતું હશે. પ્રવાસો હવે તો આ વર્ષે ભૂલી જવાનું છે. આ બધું રમતો સ્કૂલને આ રીતે આપણે યાદ કરીએ અને પછી ભણીએ તો મજા આવશે.
જય હિન્દ વાલે મિત્રો, પ્રિય વિદ્યાર્થીઓ અને માનનીય પેરેન્ટ્સ. તમે જાણો જ છો, આ મહામારી દરમિયાન બધાની જ નાણાકીય સ્થિતિ સારી નથી. છતાં લક્ષ સ્કૂલ ઓફ સાયન્સે ઘણી ધીરજ ધરી ઓનલાઈન ટીચિંગ ચાલુ રાખ્યું છે. આમ લક્ષ સ્કૂલ પોતાની ફરજ ચૂકી નથી, તો આપણે આપણી ફરજ ચૂકવીશી જ ને. તો વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો, વાલીગણ, જે વિદ્યાર્થીની કયા વર્ષની ફી બાકી છે એ ભરી દેવા અમારી નમ્ર વિનંતી છે.
પ્રિય વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો અને માનનીય પેરેન્ટ્સ, આપણે ઓનલાઈન ટીચિંગ ચાલુ જ નથી રાખ્યું, પણ અન્ય કરતાં આપણે ઘણું સારું કાર્ય પણ કર્યું છે. હવે ઓનલાઈન ટીચિંગ લગભગ 5 મહિના થવા આવ્યા, તો ચાલુ સત્રની ત્રિમાસિક કે 6 માસિક ફી તો ભરાવી જ જોઈએ. હજુ આપણે ઘણું કાર્ય આગળ કરવાનું છે. માટે શિક્ષકો અને સંસ્થાનો જુસ્સો જળવાયેલો રહે. જો ફી ભરાશે તો એ પર આધારિત શિક્ષક પરિવારના ઘર પણ ચાલશે. આ મહામારી દરમિયાન આપણે એકબીજાનો સહકાર બનીએ.
જય હિન્દ વિદ્યાર્થી મિત્રો અને વાલી મિત્રો. આપ સર્વે આ ફી નિયમિત ભરી ઓનલાઈન ટીચિંગ માટે શાળાના શિક્ષકો અને મેનેજમેન્ટનો ઉત્સાહ વધારશો. સંસ્થાને નિયમિત આર્થિક સહકાર આપી આપના બાળકની શૈક્ષણિક કારકિર્દીને વધારે વેગવંતી અને સશક્ત બનાવશો. સો ઇટ્સ અવર હમ્બલ રિક્વેસ્ટ ટુ ઓલ ઓફ યુ to pay the fees as soon as possible. Thank you so much.
Welcome back dear students to Lux School of Science, and today we are going to talk about the new lesson, and this lesson is very interesting. Lesson number 12. Aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid is the head. Yes, students, to understand this heading, that is the aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, we have to go with first initial stage. Before to go with the initial stage, I would like to explain you some important thing. Once we will understand the importance of this lesson, then we will go with this. First important of this lesson is its 4 marks question is there. 3 to 4 MCQs are there. That means total 7 to 8 marks can be asked from this lesson. As well, second important part of this lesson is this is widely used in our life. If we talk about salicylic, which is very useful, salicylic acid is very useful. These combinations are very useful into the pharma industries. Also, this will give us perfume and that all. So that's why this lesson we have to go with very nice sense. Okay, dear students? So come on. First of all, what is aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid? To understand aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid, first we have to go with the word carbonyl carbon. What is carbonyl carbon? So, double bonded carbon with oxygen. Double bonded carbon with oxygen is known as carbonyl carbon. So that is very simple knowledge we have to put, that a double bonded carbon with oxygen is known as carbonyl carbon. Now you know that carbon needs 4 bonds, and here already 2 bonds are taken, so 2 are remaining, and these 2 are remaining can be attached in this pattern. So this will be attached in this pattern. Okay, so carbonyl carbon and these 2 carbon. Now here the repetition is done, and that repetition of the another 2 things will give you different branch. Before do that, suppose both are H, the formula will be HCH, and that is known as formaldehyde. So here what is something? If you add H with a different things thing, here the functional group are changed, and due to that functional group we will have some different thing. Okay, so that we have to understand now. I hope that you will understand this very easily. So we will go with first this C double bond OH and here R. So RCHO will be there, and RCHO in general form it is known as aldehyde. If the carbonyl carbon is having both R, then the formula will be RCO RS, and this is used to written as a ketone. This is known as ketone. If carbonyl carbon having one R, another OH with the carbonyl carbon, and then this is known as, it is nothing but the RCOOH, and it is known as carboxylic acid. It is known as carboxylic acid. If carbonyl carbon is having functional group as a R and here ORS, then this is symbolized as RCOORS, and which is known as ester. If carbonyl carbon is having R and Cl, then the formula is RCOCl, and which is known as acid chloride. If the carbonyl carbon is having R double bond O, and the another is repetition of same thing, that means it is a repetition of another carbonyl carbon. Okay, then this is known as, this formula will be written as R C double O C O twice O R S. Okay, and this is known as acid anhydride. So dear students, this is our talk of the day. Okay, when carbonyl carbon is attached by different things, this is going to make lots of carbonyl carbon compound, and these carbonyl compound are aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, ester, acid chloride, and acid anhydride. Dear students, there is the heading. Now you can understand. Though heading is given aldehyde, ketone, and carboxylic acid, but we have to study also ester, acid chloride, and anhydride. Nevertheless, other things are also there, which is having nitrogenous compound. And in nitrogenous compound, the C double bond O, that is the carbonyl carbon, is attached with R also and NH2 also. So R and NH2 is there. In general, this is written as RCONH2 and RCONH2 is entirely spoken as amide. So dear students, this is our topic where we are going to study this thing, carbonyl carbon and its compounds. So carbonyl carbon you understand, and its compounds are now, it is written. Total 7 compounds we have declared: aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid ester, acid chloride, acid anhydride, and amide. Okay, amide is belongs to nitrogen group. So this is our story for the carbonyl carbon. Now, any organic chemistry lessons are divided into 3 categories. One category, introduction. In introduction, we used to take the origin. Second, nomenclature. And third, physical properties. So this is the any organic lesson is divided in this pattern that you can see. Second is preparation. Second is preparation and third is chemical properties. So any organic lesson is divided in 3 categories. In preparation, if we will go, so preparation from this, preparation from that, preparation by own, then in also laboratory preparation, industrial preparation, like that. So this will be the category of the preparation. In chemical properties, generally this is divided with the reduction, initial oxidation. So these are the basic things: reduction and oxidation. Then substitution reaction. Then addition reaction. Okay. Substitution, addition. Then elimination. Okay, if acid basic function is there, then reaction with metal, water, etc. So this is the basic idea you have to deal with any organic lesson. And if you will deal with this organic lesson in this pattern, the lesson will be very easy for you. So here in our introduction, just we have completed the origin of the aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. Okay, the origin is not only that I have told you, but this is originated from also. For example, ethanoic acid. Its general name is acetic acid and it is obtained from vinegar. It is form of vinegar. Formic acid, HCOOH, that is also known as ethanoic acid. Now it comes in the bite of the ant. કીડીની લાલ કીડી કટે એ આપણને ચસરે છે because it contains ethanoic acid. Okay, then caprolic acid. Caprolic acid is obtained from the milk of the goat. Capro means goat. So these are the origin also there, and from there we can come to nomenclature of different things, and that we have to follow. So dear students, chalo, let's start for the nomenclature now. So first we will go with the aldehyde only. The nomenclature of the aldehyde. can be done into two patterns. One is common and another one is IUPAC. Here we deal with both common name and IUPAC name. Dear students, until in other chapter I didn't bother you to learn out or to think out or to understand out the common name. Always we have discussed the IUPAC name. But today we are going to see different. Here the common name is also important. So that's why common name also given very important in this pattern. Dear students, common name of the aldehyde is taken in three parts. One, if simple aldehyde is there, then add aldehyde as a suffix. પાછળ લગાડવાનું છે aldehyde. If cyclic aldehyde are there, then add carbaldehyde. Then add cyclic is there, then carbaldehyde. And if benzene ring is there, so in benzene ring you can use carbaldehyde also or benzaldehyde also. So this is our common nomenclature. Okay, when simple aldehyde is there, then you add aldehyde only. Cyclic are there, then use carbaldehyde. Okay, for benzene ring. Now for common name, for simple aldehyde, we have to use ana as a suffix also. This is also suffix. As a suffix, you have to use ana. If cyclic is there, again here the word will be used as a carbaldehyde. And here again carbaldehyde or benzaldehyde. So this is our pattern to understand nomenclature of the. For example, we will take example. Okay, dear students. So you will not have any problem. CH3CH2CHO. Suppose this is given. Then common name of these is the carbon number 1, carbon number 2, carbon number 3. Propane is there. So pro plus aldehyde. So propanaldehyde. The common name will be propanaldehyde. And IUPAC name will be propana. Pro plus ana, that is propana. Okay, so this is our topic of nomenclature. If it is cyclic, in terms of cyclic, we are going to talk about. Here CHO is added. Now what will be the name of this? So dear students, 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon, 5 carbon, and this is the 6th carbon. But we have to not use this 6th carbon. We are using this 5 carbon. And that's why this is nothing but the cyclopentane. This is nothing but the cyclopentane. And for 6th carbon, we will use carbaldehyde. So you understand? As here 6th carbon is not counting, this is known as carbaldehyde. Here 3rd carbon is used up, and that's why it is known as aldehyde. So propanaldehyde and propana. Here cyclopentane carbaldehyde is nomenclature for normal, that means the common name also, and IUPAC name also. So this is our idea about the name. Okay, what should be the name of this? This is benzene ring, and benzene ring ના ઉપર CHO હોય તો એનું નામ થઈ જશે benzaldehyde. Okay, so this is aldehyde, and we just tried the common name of the aldehyde. With this, we will go furthermore also. So what is furthermore? So common name is very important in this section of the chemistry book, and that's why we have to go properly with the common name. Suppose one thing is given like this. So what should be the name of this? Suppose here we will take, don't want to make a confusion, we will take here NO. So this is actually one first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. So its IUPAC name is very simple. Okay, by 3 methyl 2 nitro but-NR. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon is there, that's why butane is there. But second position nitro, third position methyl. In alphabet, M comes first and then N, so that's why methyl is written in this pattern. But its common name is not like this. Its common name is very different. So common name will be given like this. Here the functional group carbon, beside the functional group carbon, alpha carbon is there. This is beta and this is gamma carbon. Okay, so its name will be alpha nitro beta methyl butadiene. Butanaldehyde also no problem, but butanaldehyde also very thin. So this is the name. Okay, how the common name should be developed by this factor that we can check out. Okay, so how that you understand common name, you understand IUPAC name for this. So this is talk of aldehyde. Now, same thing we are going to discuss for ketone and carboxylic acid together. So now talk of ketone and carboxylic acid. Ketone and carboxylic acid. Okay. So for ketone, first we will go CHC, COCH3. So CH3COCH3 is nothing but in common name. It is pronounced as this. Okay, one side alkyl, another side alkyl, and this is ketone. So this is nothing but a dimethyl ketone. This is nothing but the dimethyl ketone. But actually, this dimethyl ketone we used to speak as acetone. So this is the historical name, and that's why common name are made the historical name, and this historical name of ketone you have to remember. Other than this, suppose this is given this, then what should be the common name of this? So common name of this is methyl ethyl ketone. Okay, but if we talk about IUPAC name, then IUPAC, how many carbon? 1, 2, 3 carbon. Propane. So beside this, we have to add on as a suffix. Then propane, 3 carbon propane. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. So 4 carbon, that its name is butane. So this is our idea about the aldehyde and ketone. This will be our idea about the aldehyde and ketone. And if we talk about carboxylic acid, so in case of IUPAC, we have to use oic acid, and in common name we used to add ic acid. In both cases, oic acid or ic acid, that can be used. So this is the common name. And for example, HCOOH. So its IUPAC name is one carbon. That means methanoic acid. But its common name is not methanoic acid. Its common name is formic acid. This is also historical name. So how formic acids come? How this acetone come? Okay, that is the interesting talk, and that interesting talk I am going to explain you just now. So history says that the names are given according to their origin. According to their origin. And that origin we have discussed earlier. So for common name, history is like this. Okay. So what is the history? So number of carbon. Okay. And here pronouns. We have to pronounce them. Number one carbon we used to speak as a mono. Number two carbon we used to speak as a aceto. Aceto. Number three carbon propio. Number four carbon butero. Number five carbon value. Number six carbon cathode. Other are as usual set of like that. But these are the main thing you have to remember. Here we have added ic acid and formic acid, formaldehyde, acetic acid, acetaldehyde, propionic acid, propyaldehyde, butyroic acid, butanaldehyde, valeric acid, valeraldehyde. Five carbons are there, common name will be valeraldehyde. 6 carbon caprolic acid or capraldehyde. Now, why these names are given? Because of its origin. So, origin of this formic acid is nothing but the end pipe. The acid is obtained, that is formic acid. It is nothing but the origin is vinegar. It is origin is vinegar. Okay, propio is for number 3. Butero means it is obtained from butter. The acid obtained from butter is nothing but the butyric acid. This is one kind of tree is there which is known as valina tree, and from there valeric acid is there. And this is nothing but from goat. In milk of the goat the acid is obtained, that is known as caprolic acid. So these are the origin, and according to that they are given name. So what should be name of this? Common name. Common name of this 1 carbon 4 and CHO is aldehyde, formaldehyde. Okay. What should be name of this? How many carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon. 5 carbon means valer. So this will be valeraldehyde. So dear students, I hope that this common name you understand nicely and will remember for longer time. Have a good time, have a good day.